there's something about, for me, about not knowing that paralyzed me, because I want to be the best. I want to be the best.
Why do you want to be the best?
Why do I want to be the best? Because I feel like that's how I operate in the world, or that's
your identity.
That's my identity, and that's how I create value to myself. And if I'm not the best, then what am I?
Yeah.
And that has a good aspect to it and a bad aspect. About 6 months ago, I landed what was basically my dream job. I'd come from the NGO world, and I wanted to learn more about business, and specifically businesses that do double bottom line. And I landed a job as special advisor to a CEO of a really great company.
Your title was special advisor?
Yep.
I love it.
I know. I'd be like, what should you be? Special advisor to CEO. And then I started working there. And very quickly, I kind of felt the huge difference of where I was at from where I was at my previous job, where I was a manager, knowledgeable, kind of on top of my game, to a completely new field where everything is new. All the rules are completely different, and I don't really know. And pretty soon I got into what I would call the humility loop. Which means a few things. First, it means that I was really stuck in my not knowing. The main thing that was in my mind was I don't know enough. I need to learn more. And the things that I think don't have validity to them, or they don't mean anything because I don't know anything, or I don't know enough.
And you didn't ask.
And very soon after, because I'm stuck in I don't know, I'm not always the best. And it's okay to not always be the best, especially because it's not how you learn. Because if you're the best,
so you're obviously not challenging
you're done.
yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. You're done. You're the best. You don't have anything to do anymore. And that's a way to stop learning, or to not learn. So with that job, I could really see how it hindered my ability to even do my job. So I had this assignment where the CEO went to this huge conference with one of the biggest clients or potential clients, and he said, okay, there's this huge conference, 3,000 people, who do I need to meet? Get me appointments with them. And I'm like, okay, I'm on it. So I read everything there is to know about this company and this conference, and I read the bios of basically all the people that went to the conference, and I intook so much information because I thought, okay, I don't know enough. I need to know more. And the entire time I was in an attempt to know more, to become an expert. And if I would have probably picking up the phone and called them and been like, okay, here is the information that I have. Here is what I think the avenue I should go, or this is the avenue I should take.
You would get feedback, and then you would learn more, because you probably had hunches. This person could be interesting, that person could be interesting, but you were just not sure about the way you felt.
Exactly, and I didn't, and then eventually, really, I didn't get. I reached a few interesting people, and it was difficult to get their their email addresses, and I didn't get them a single meeting.
Wow.
A single meeting.
So it's like complete failure.
Complete failure, and the feedback
So
the feedback I got from him was, well, I have to say it was a complete failure.
It happened because of perfectionism, right?
It really hinders the progress. And I'm coming to think that it's, in many ways, it hinders more than it helps, because if you're obsessed with being the best, or being perceived as the best, or reaching there and not trying to
be now.
Exactly. Be now and get the most of the now and of the process and of the learning.
What ended up happening in that job?
So I was only there for a few weeks, and very, very quickly after the loop of I don't know enough and I'm not good enough, came the loop of I'm not going to stay here. And as we tend to do, I created that reality also. So I didn't stay. And and to be honest, when the CEO came and said, this isn't working for me, I knew that that's what was going to happen, and my sensation wasn't even trying to kind of convince him that it's not true, because I was feeling so bad about my performance. I was like, yep, this isn't good. I had all these ideas about what should happen with the company, and what he should do and what other people should do, and the entire time I was silent because I felt, I'm too new and I don't know enough and I don't really have a real space to say things, or the things that I'm thinking are stupid or not important. And then a few months after,
because you were busy becoming an expert.
Because I was busy becoming
but you did have ideas. That's the reason why you were hired, because they felt that you could add value by who you are.
And there's a huge aspect to, there's a huge kind of weight to intuition, and to your feelings about things, even if you're not an expert, and even if you haven't been in the business for years. And the kind of sad thing was that we had coffee a few months after I'd finished the job, and I'd asked him about a few aspects of the company, and the majority of the things that I thought about and I thought that should be changed had been changed to exactly what I thought in my mind. And so if I would have just kind of broken the loop of I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, I shouldn't speak up, then I could have created huge value to the company. And whether I would have stayed there or not, I would have made my time there a lot more meaningful.
Saw the power of intuition and like speaking your voice and doing it in your own way, also in consulting businesses. How does it influence now the way you are in your career?
So, huge influence, especially, so these past couple of months I've been applying to one of the biggest consulting companies in the world. And
in the universe, actually.
In the universe.
Yeah.
As part of their application process, a huge part of it is case interviews. And case interviews, you have to kind of...
So it's like case studies of specific things that happened in businesses, and what would you do?
Exactly. And I think that in each one of the case interviews that I had, I'd made mistakes. Each one of them. I'd made mistakes in the calculation. I'd missed things that I shouldn't have missed. But the main kind of learning that I'd had from the experience with my former job was, it happens. Making mistakes is part of learning. And I come imperfect, and if I'm striving to be perfect, I'm just going to hinder myself. And every morning before, or every evening before the interview, I'd go to sleep and I'd think to myself, I didn't study enough, or I should have done another 2 hours of cases. And then I'd go, wait, I have what I have. And if I don't know things, I'm just going to say, hey, I don't know, or hey, I think I got this wrong, or what do you think of this? And it resonates amazing with people on all levels, both on kind of the higher levels and on the lower levels. People want to help you. People want to teach you. And if you come with humility, and you say, I think I don't know this, or can you help me with this, or I'm not sure about this, then the majority of time people are going to want to give from their knowledge, and it's giving them space. And I think that's one of the main reasons that in the end I got accepted, and that's also what they told me, that I could learn, and they want me to be a part. And getting accepted is awesome, right? And getting the word of getting accepted, and it's in a super selective process is great, but the entire time, the entire process, every interview, I left the interview and I said, I don't know how it went, but I was really myself, and they would know what it would be like, the good and the bad of working with me. And that was really the best feeling, because I know that you can have this front of like who I want to be, or who I want people to perceive me to be. But I was just me, and it worked, even though, I'm imperfect. And I hope that this lesson is something that I can keep on taking with me, even as I become an expert in different fields. Because this isn't just about when you're entering a field that's new to you. It's about humility. It's about saying, I don't know everything, and it's okay not to know. And it's good. It's how we create progress.